Record.
Yes,
So yes, now we can continue.
great job. Grant requests, justifications, target areas, and capacity to implement project objective. Please move, Olga, to the second.
I try to. Yes, I did.
Logical framework, and it consists of impact, outcome, outputs, indicators, verification methods, risk management, and activities. Work plan, then target groups and final beneficiaries, monitoring, evaluation, accountability, and learning. Gender inclusion, the NGO and its partner role in project sustainability, and the end is the budget. So we will start with the first part of developing a project proposal, which is the cover and project name. Please move. Olga?
Yes. Ahlam, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
So do you see
I
the
think
screen?
there's a slide before this, or
This one?
yes, a good
Ahlam, are you with us? I feel like Ahlam has some problems with internet connection. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Give me just a second. I will try to contact her through my phone and check if she is still with us. Okay, we have lost Ahlam for now. I hope she will be back. Probably her internet connection is not strong enough. So if you don't mind, we will continue and then Ahlam will join us.
Hi, can you hear me, Olga?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You came back. You came back. Good.
Because I had an issue with the internet. Sorry for
Yes,
that. Continue.
Yes.
It is normal. Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. A good proposal cover will increase its chance to be reviewed first. How? Mostly, we choose the name of the project after completing the writing of the proposal and before sending it to the donor. And because the name of the project is very important and give it a chance to be accepted, you should take enough time to think and be convinced of the name because it gives the first impression to the donors and may increase their focus on the project and prepare them to accept it. Therefore, we recommend that the proposal writer work on choosing a beautiful name, a good name, effective name, strong name, attractive name for the project, taking it into account that the name of the project has specifications. Some specifications of the name of the project are as follows. Proposal cover. Every proposal starts with a cover page, which includes basic elements. The elements of the cover of the project are as follows. The name of the project. This is the first one. Then date of the project submission, name of your organization, the name of the donor, proposed period for project implementation. The name of the project, as we said, it should be short, it should be attractive, it should be effective, and connected with the objective of the project. Date of the project submission. Always donors give specific time for the NGOs to submit the project. That means the date of project submission. Name of organization. You have to put your organization's name. The name of the donor. The donor also should be put on the cover page. Proposed period for project implementation. This means the period that you need to finish your project, the start and the end of the project. Always set by the donors and sometimes by the NGOs. It depends on the situation and the call. The features of good project name, consistent with the project scope of work. Mentions the sector, mention the location, country, area. Brief doesn't exceed more than 6 to 10 words. Contains 1 or 2 sentences of 1 or 2 parts. The first part, 4 words, then the second 4 to 6 words. Sorry, just time of that.
Ahel, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Is it okay, or I should switch to other?
The previous slide.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was
Yes.
too fast.
Yeah. Here, the consistent, it should be related or connected with the project objective and the scope of the work. Mentions the sector, that means it should mention which sector this project is developed for. For example, if it is education, health, nutrition, protection, and so on. Brief doesn't, it should be short. It should not be long, and it should be attractive and connected. It should be connected to the objective of the project. Contains not more than 4 to 10 words. We have some examples of the project titles or the project's name. Can you move to the second one? For example, we have here Integrated Emergency Response Project in Burundi, implemented by World Vision in Burundi. Yemen at Crossroads, enhance good governance in Yemen. Implemented by Oxfam and funded by SIDA. I Miss My School campaign, which is implemented by NFDHR and funded by UNICEF. Rainbow of Hope project, implemented project by Search for Common Ground in Lebanon with funding from the empathy in Beirut. Education is light. Education is light project implemented by consortium of care that led agency Save the Children, ADRA, and VU, Amsterdam University in Somalia. What do you think of these names of projects? By the way, our training will be applicable. We will start with our projects, and we have to start thinking about our project's name, our project's titles from now. And we can discuss this point right now. What do you think? I want from you to compare between the specifications that mentioned and this title.
So I will go back to the requirements so you can have a look what the name should be, what we advise to have in the name of your project. And then I will come back to these examples. You can estimate these examples and share your opinion. Do you find these names suitable? Do you find them the most efficient names, or something is missing here? So we are getting back to the features that each name should contain to be successful. So you can look again. Yes. It should be consistent. So it should be relevant. It should be related to the topic of the project. It's obligatory. The sponsor, or sorry, the donor should have a look to the name and get an idea what this project will be about. Mentioning area and country is really useful because we usually apply to donors from out of our region. If you're talking about international donors, they might not know what country you're talking about. So it's really important to specify it in the name of your project. So brief, it should not take long time to read it, and contain of 1 or 2 parts. So we'll recall these features. Now we get back to the project names. You can see and you can estimate each of these names in terms of the features that we just mentioned. So please share with us your opinion. Yeah, Hayat is the first to raise your hand. Please, Hayat, just switch on your mic. Yes.
Okay, Olga. I think no need for mentioning the name of the organization in the name of the project, because there is other parts that we have to put the name of the project. So I think all the names here is there is the name of the organization.
No, it's not part of the name. Sorry, we just mentioned that this real project. So the name is only Integrated Emergency Response Project in Burundi. That's it. That's the name.
Okay, the name is the bold one, you mean?
Yes, the bold one. The other part that we just showed you, that it's real project, we did not create it from our head. It's just real project which were implemented, which were submitted, but still they might be not perfect in terms of the name. So that's the only point. That just estimates the name itself, which is bold.
Okay, I will start with the first one, which is Integrated Emergency Response Project in Burundi. Okay.
Burundi.
We cannot understand the sector of the project from this name. What is this sector? Is it health, work, education? The sector is not clear. Also, emergency. What kind of emergency? We have to mention a hint of the of some of the activities, not mentioning the activities itself, but we can put some hints on the kind of the activities of the project.
Basically, I agree with you, because it's not clear for us if we do not know the pretext, if we do not know the situation which happened in Burundi at that particular time when this project was submitted. For us now, it's difficult to understand. So perhaps for donor, in that particular time, it was more clear. Probably something happened in Burundi, and everyone knew what happened in Burundi. So it was pretty clear. So that, for example, if you say now emergency response in Ukraine, it's pretty clear what is it about, because everyone knows that there is a war in Ukraine. But if we are out of the context, out of the situation, yes, you're right. It might be not clear what kind of emergency response is it about. Do you want to comment other names?
No, thank
No?
you. I will give the
You will give
chance
a
for
floor
the
to
others.
someone else?
Yes.
Yes, Najwa, you will raise your hand.
Thank you, Olga and others. Regarding the three title of the project, I missed my school campaign. When I tried to apply all the points mentioned by Ms. Ahlam, I think the third one is not clear in each location we are going for and if they shall implement the project. This is one point. The second point that I want to highlight is the components or the number of the sentences in the title. You know, sometimes when we start writing a proposal funded by any donor, most of the time the title is not that short. So is it that necessary to be that short, or it depends on the suggested title that proposed by the donor itself?
Yes. Answering your question, basically, what we mentioned, it's not a strict requirement. It's just an advice. So basically, if your particular case in your donor, you feel that you need to give more information, you can do that. Of course, you follow the requirements of your donor. So this is just advices. If you don't have particular requirements from your donor in terms of the name of the cover, what it should contain, how long name should be, what the name should contain exactly. If you don't have these requirements, then you follow our advice. Because first of all, of course, you follow requirements from your donor.
Can I say something?
Yes, sure.
Like the first three projects and the last one is clear for me. At least I can define what sector it's reflecting. Like, for example, the first one, it's integrated emergency. So it's obviously going to include like health, food, and education, and etc. And the second one is about governance in Yemen. The third one is about school campaign. But the fourth one, it's like Rainbow of Hope project, like Rainbow of Hope of what? Hope. Like, it's not clear for me. So this one is
Yes, you're absolutely right.
clear one. Yeah.
It sounds very beautiful. Rainbow of Hope.
It is beautiful, but not
really
clear.
amazing. But it's absolutely not informative.
It's missing like 2 words to be like.
Yeah,
perfect.
It's up to your imagination. So you can create any. If you look at this name, you really do not understand what is it about. If you do not understand what is the sphere of this project, you do not understand what is the location of this project, and basically you do not understand what problem this project tries to solve. So basically you have to go into the project itself to understand what is it about. And yes, in this case, I can agree with you that this name is less appropriate, let me say, among all other names. Because other names might be a little bit more informative. At least I miss my school campaign. It's not enough informative, but it gives us information that it's about education. At least we understand the sphere. Education is life of project. It's like a project as well. Not extremely informative, but still it gives us information that it's about education. So it's kind of enough, at least. But Rainbow for Hope, yes, you're right. Anyone else want to comment? No one commented the second name. Yemen at a crossroads and has good governments in Yemen. Because me personally, I believe that's the best one. I mean, it gives maximum information about the project, as well as the first one. So anyone has any comments, any questions, any inquiries? Or we can go to the next slide. Is Ahlam with us, by the way?
Thank you so much. It was excellent discussion. So now we will have 10 minutes, okay, to choose our project's proposal title. For example, there are so many examples here from the previous trainings, but we need now to think about our proposals that we will work on. Aisha, if you hear me, please, can you share the tools with our trainees, please? Or Olga, if you have the tools, so they start from now writing their proposals.
So just tell me what kind of tools they should share, and I will definitely do that.
In the chat box, if it is available.
Yeah, she meant the proposal writing form,
The proposal,
the
right?
word file, Olga,
Yes.
for the proposal. Okay, I will share.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will
please.
send.
Aisha,
Yes, Ahlam, I'm here.
will they work on Portal or only the
Yes.
forum?
Yeah, they have to work directly on
Yeah.
Portal platform, but it's okay if you will start explain it on the Word form, and we will invite them to attend the Portal platform.
No, basically we can start from Portal right now because we already have. So how will we work on our proposal? We have Portal 365. Some of you may be the users of this Portal 365. For some of you, it might be something new you never heard before. But we will work on this portal today. Let me show you how it works. So I will share my screen on Portal. Give me just a second. Sorry, Ahlam, I will make this break for switching to Portal. So yes, it's here, I guess.
Sorry, Olga.
Yes.
The internet.
Ahlam, you need something?
Yes, Olga, the internet is so bad, so.
Okay, so, but did you hear what I said?
Okay, it is great. Now I see Portal.
So can you see my screen right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I offer that we start working on Portal together. Why we need to work on Portal? It will make, okay, we have few choices, of course. We can work on our Excel sheet or Word document, but we advise to work on Portal. Why? Because Portal is a tool for proposal writing in particular. It's a grant management system. Tell me how many of you do not know about Portal? So just in order, if everyone knows, I will not waste your time. But if you don't know, I will tell you a little bit how it will work. So please raise your hand if you do not know how Portal works.
I think Olga and FDHR, they all have users.
Yes,
and know about
I see
how
that
to use
Asir
it.
does not
What
know.
about David?
Sorry?
David and Asir and
yes, so we have few people who
Intisar.
do not know how to work with Portal. Then I will make very brief introduction just to explain how we will work during this training. So here is Portal 365. Each of you for now will be added to our account. We already created account for this training. So I will add your email address to this account and you will be able to develop your proposal within this system. But I will show you how you can work in it later for your own projects, for your NGO. So basically, I will show you starting from the website itself. I don't know what to do with this thing. So it's like portal365.org. This is grant management system. So each of you can go to this link. I will share it in the chat. You can check it later when you have time. You will find a lot of useful tools for you here, definitely you will. So this is grant management system. It consists of two parts. The first part is the website itself. It gives you information which you might use for your work in NGO. So we have NGO Academy with knowledge base, let me say. So we have a lot of information, articles, videos. We have our learning center, which can give you information on different topics. For example, development of NGO program, donor prospecting, proposal writing, etc., etc. So basically, you can use this learning center when you need to get some information. Then the second part of it is tool itself. So how do we use it? If you come for the first time to this website, you just start for free. You create your own account. We have basic free account, which gives you basic features. You will be able to write proposals with no limits. So you can write as many proposals as you need. You will be able to manage up to 5 projects. So you will manage them after the proposal is accepted by the donor and you get these funds. You can manage your project based on this proposal in this system. You can create reports. You can search for donors and so on. So first, what you should do is start now for free. You will not need to do that right now because we already created an account for this training. So during the training, you will be added to this account. I will do it right now. Please share your email address you want to use for portal for now in the chat. I will add each address to this account, and we will create our proposal there. So I will show you. Yeah, I see that you started to send this email address. I will add it. I will show you briefly how it works. So basically, when you have already your account, you can manage it. You can add users of your NGO to this account so they have access to the needed parts of this account. I will show you. You create roles. So now we are in settings. You create roles. I created 2 roles. We have participants here and we have trainers here. So now each one who will be added to this account will be chosen from one of these roles, participant or trainer. If it's your NGO, you will choose your roles which are relevant for your particular NGO. So you will create a name of the role. Let me say it will be a project manager. You will have project manager. You will add the description of this role. What is this role about? Then you will select what access this role will have. And each person you will add to your organization account later, you will choose the role and automatically it will be specified which access this person will have on the portal. For example, you can select all. It means that this person will have maximum access to your account. We advise to make it for CEO or general manager of the organization. If it's other position, you will specify what access you want to give to your employee. For example, to all implemented projects, or access to all proposals, or implement projects. So this person will be able to implement project itself. So it will be, it will have permission to start a project from the proposal, which is already on the portal. Manage programs, manage raw data, user manager. So this person will be able to add new users to this account. New project, update in your info, access billing. So you can decide which information should be hidden from this person, and which information should be available for this person, which activities should be available and which activities should not be available to this person. And then you just save this role. So we will not do that right now because we already created the roles that we need. But when you use this for your organization, you might need to do that. So you will start from roles. After you created all needed roles, you will use user management. You will invite new users. So that's what I will do now. I will invite new users. For example, I have email of David. So I copy this email and I add this email.
Olga?
Yes.
I will send you my email and you can add me. I'll help you to add the emails and you have to complete to explain the other sections.
So you will add these emails right now, yeah?
I will send you my email now.
Yes.
Okay.
Invite. So I already invited one. Now you will go to your email that you gave to us and accept the invitation. When you accept this invitation, you will be part of this particular account. So yeah, Aisha, you're already there. I already added
Okay.
you. So you just have
Okay.
to accept this invitation. But I added your portal email. Let me
Okay.
add you.
Okay.
Is it okay for
No, no, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so Aisha will add your emails. I will continue explaining how portal works. So it will be saving time. Then now you will receive email invitation to be part of this account. The account name is training and this date, today's date. You will accept it and you will have access as a participant. As a participant, I will show you what access you will have. Permissions for the participants. You will have access to all proposals. You will be able to manage programs and you will be able to create new projects. So you will be able to write new proposal. That's basically what we need. Then if Dr. Adel decides that you need any other access, it will be granted to you. So for now, it will be enough. I will show you how this portal, how this tool work in general. So this we did just in our account. So we were in our settings and we made settings for our account. How we use this portal at all in general. So we need to start with adding our new program. We will do that now. We already know we have a list of standard programs. They are by default in this tool. And then you have make customized program. So we will not need customized program right now. We will need only standard. So what we have food security. Then I add this program. You may write a description of this program on a later stage. For now, we will not do that. So we just add this program. It will be managed. Okay, no one just, yeah, we need to wait so you accept our invitation because not all of you are here. Then we will do that when.
Olga, can you check? Can you make resend the invitation, please?
You didn't receive it, yes?
Yes.
I will, just a second. So we get back to user management and we invite Aisha. Where is your email?
The new one. You can add the new one.
This is what I'm trying to do. You will be trainer.
Okay.
Is it okay to be? Yeah, you have all permissions. It's okay.
Yeah.
So right, training and invite.
Thank you.
So okay, since you don't have invitation yet, I will invite someone else. I will invite Najwa. No, it's not Najwa. What happened? Why I could not copy? Just a second. Something is wrong with me.
Okay, I received the invitation now. I will invite.
So now you can do this.
Okay.
Okay. Participant. Supervisor will be training. Okay, so Aisha will continue to add participants. When you receive the invitation, okay, I will continue with showing. And when you receive the invitation, you will accept it. You will become part of this organization, part of this training. And then I will create programs for each of you. We choose four. Now we have 4 programs. So we will choose all of these programs here. Basically, for your organization, if you use it for your personal purposes, you will not need a lot of programs. Basically, you will work only with this. You will choose only those programs that you work with. So what we have here at home, we have just some statistics related to this personal account. Now you see it's empty. It has no activities, no project, because we didn't do anything in this account. It's a new one. It just was created for this training. But when you start working in this tool, you will have this here statistics, how many projects you have, and it will give you percentage compared to the previous period of time. So you will see it in dynamic, and the same story with activities. You will see it compared to your activities of the previous months. Now you can see how many donors we have here. We see that it's plus 2% compared to the previous month. So now on our portal, we have more donors than we had in the previous months. The beneficiaries is the same story. You did not start to use this profile, so we don't have data here. And here's funding opportunities, but we will talk about it more in details here. So basically, it's somehow related to donor prospecting topic. Dr. Adel will tell you in details different ways how you can find for donors, search for donors through internet. I will show you how you can use our portal to find donors. So what you have here funding opportunities. You have here donor profiles. You can choose my donor. It means that you will select donors you are interested in or you work with, and grants. Grants is a database of previous grants. You will just check. I will show you now in details. You can use it to understand what donors with what NGOs and with what programs can work. So we will start from funding opportunities. Yeah, I have to add new program. I'm sorry, I cannot start without adding program. So we have already. Okay, let it be Najwa will work with. We will add them like other users. So with food security, right? Mm-hmm. So for now, you will be the manager. So we'll save it. Now we have one program and we can continue. So if you go to funding opportunities, what we have here? Here we have a list of current funding opportunities, which are open calls for proposal. Here is the list with no filtering, with no sorting, just the list based on how we add these funding opportunities to our portal. Our team checks these funding opportunities every day and adds new funding opportunities. So it's dynamic as well. You can check it every day and you will see if any new opportunity appeared. Also, if you are a user of portal, you will receive automated email notification to your email address that new funding opportunity was added to the portal. You can follow the link and check which kind of funding opportunity is suitable for you or not. So what is good about this tool that you can search for donors based on your location or based on your program or based on the tag that you choose. So for example, we want to choose for donors in, let me say, Yemen. We have a lot of users from Yemen right now, so we will choose them. We have, if you can see, 59 funding opportunities for Yemen. Yeah, so we choose them. We can also sort by deadline or by title. So for now, by default, it's deadline. I will keep it like this. You can sort by type. Now it's from A to Z. Let it be like this. You can choose it as you want. You can also filter the program. So for example, now we have program food security, and I want to see if there are funding opportunities available for food security in Yemen particularly. I can choose more than one program and more than one location, but for now we choose Yemen and food security, and now I filter. So I can see that we can find 3 funding opportunities which can be used for food sector for Yemen. So now we can go to this funding opportunity and see the details. So for example, we see the deadline is 11 August. So we have plenty of time to prepare a proposal for this funding opportunity. We see the budget of this funding opportunity. We can find the description of this funding opportunity, the eligibility. So we can check right here if we can apply for this project or not. You shouldn't go to any other links to any other sources. You can find the main important information for you right here. And yeah, you see that this funding opportunity is suitable for health, for food security, for agriculture, natural resources. So multiple programs can apply, multiple organization who works in multiple programs can apply for this funding opportunity. It's not limited by Yemen also, but it's available in Yemen. So also it's available in 214 other countries. So if, for example, I try to filter Syria or Estonia, it will be the same funding opportunity. So you can see there are tags: environment, agriculture, food, health. So if I want to sort by tags, you remember that here I have a possibility to sort by tags. I can do that. So let us see what we can do. Another funding opportunity, US aid. The due date is 15 March, and $45 million is the size of it. So the same story with eligibility. You can find the requirements, the posted date, the deadline, all this information here. You check this information, you like this funding opportunity, you feel that you can apply, then what you can do, you can visit the donor itself. You have donor profile here. You can visit the donor, or you can go directly to the link to this grant, to the website of donor. So I click here and I go to the website of donor, to this funding opportunity particularly. So you see all these requirements, details, and so on. And here I can apply to this funding opportunity.
Great.
So basically, this is how we can use our portal for donor prospecting for search of funding opportunity. If you are not looking for particular funding opportunity, but you prefer to search for donors, we have donors profiles here. So here's the list of donors. The same story, you can filter them for location where they work, for type of this donor. Let me say it should be local NGO, it should be international NGO, UN agency, and so on. You can also sort by the programs. So you see here now, not filtered, not sorted, the complete list of donors that we have. Let us go to For Charity Foundation, for example. You see donor profile. So here you can find basic information about this donor, and you can find how to contact this donor. For example, you can go to visit their website. You can find their LinkedIn profile of this particular donor. You can find their Twitter page or YouTube channel for this particular donor. If you go to LinkedIn profile, yes, it's not from here. I work from different. Okay, so I would need to log in. And it will take some time because I don't remember my credentials. So we will try to get to this donor from my profile from different account. Let me try to do it here. So can you see my screen right now?
Yes, Olga.
You see my LinkedIn page, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't remember, did I share my screen totally or just some tab? So our donor was, give me a second, so I'll find it. Our donor was For Charity Organization. I will try to find them this way to show you how to work with LinkedIn. Let's try. Okay. For Charity Foundation. The same. Yep, I guess. I hope so. So you see that now I'm on the page of it's Challenge for Charity Foundation. It's a different one. Okay. Yeah, I think I will have to log in to follow this procedure. I will do it a little bit later, not to waste your time right now. So here you can find the links of how to contact this particular donor. Basically, if we have some grants for this donor here, you will find it here, or funding opportunities, but there are no funding opportunities at this moment from this donor, so we don't find it. We will try to check other opportunities. So my donors, as I said, you can choose your favorite donor, and the donor you want to work with, the donor you want to follow, the donor you already work with, you can choose and select to my donors and friends. So how we can use this particular feature? We can find what grants were already granted to NGOs. For example, we can also filter them or sort them. Let me say I want to know what grants were given to Jordan. I'm in Jordan currently, so I'm interested to know what grants were given to Jordan. And I want to know what grants were given to Jordan in food security. Yeah, we'll be working on this food security. So I filter. I do. Yeah, I have the list of grants. These grants were received by NGOs in Jordan and in the sector of food security. How I can benefit from it? I can see that, for example, the amount of grants that were given, years, what organization, what donor gave these grants, to which NGOs. So, for example, I can see that, let me say this NGO is similar to my NGO, and they received grant from this donor, and this is amount. So it gives me an idea that this donor works with similar to my NGOs, with similar projects that I want to fulfill, and I can work with this donor. I can follow this donor for future to check if they have some useful grants or funding opportunities for me. So this information is like a database. These grants are not active anymore. They were already received and implemented, but it gives me an idea which organization, from which donor, or in which year, for what amount received this funding opportunity. So it's very useful, and I can use it for my own purpose. So we finished with funding tab. Now we go to proposals. We will use this particular tab. Aisha, did you add all participants to this account? Aisha?
Yes, Olga. The participants who sent their emails, I added them.
Okay,
but
everyone has sent email?
No.
Not
No.
everyone?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get any email for approve.
If anyone did not share your email until now, please share your email, because we need to add you to this account.
سوري أولجا مراب لو سمحتي خلي بشير يرسل حقه الإيميل عشان يسوي له حساب.
بشير أستاذ أحلام في المناقصة فتح المضاريف بيرجع حالا.
Okay.
Okay, I will add the emails.
What I want to do now, I want to add needed programs, and I want to add the people who will work with these programs to the portal. I want it to be ready to switch to proposal writing and to give a flow to Ahlam. So before I give a flow to Ahlam, I want to make sure that everything is ready and we can work. So we have this food security and livelihood. We have only Najwa here, but we need more people to be in this program, right? Okay.
Yes. And also David, his program will be education.
Yes.
Yeah, and
okay, we will go to education. Education. about education, so we will not waste our time on this. And David, someone else, or only David will work with education?
Marif.
Who?
I don't know.
I think Bashir and Muhammad Al-Maghbashi also.
Let me check
Chose,
our presentation. So education. Maram will work with education, Intisar and Bashir. So we don't have their emails. Okay, David will be manager of this program.
And the others can check their emails,
Yeah,
because within their email, I added them before.
عايشة
Yes.
مثلا اللي في المؤسسة قد عندهم حسابات، هل تقدري كمان تسوي لهم حسابات تانية بنفس الإيميل على تريننج؟
It's okay. Yeah. If they prefer to send their NFDHR emails, I will add them. But if they want another email, they have to send the other email. There is no problem if they have another account. It's okay. We can add them in both accounts.
Great, so go ahead.
Yeah,
If I'm the
sorry.
If I'm the manager of education, but we are writing 3 separate proposals, would they be included under this category of education, or do we need 3 folders?
No, it's enough to have one program of education, and they will write just proposals. So it's okay if you are manager of this education program, but you write your separate proposal. Does not mean that you will work on the same. You will create as many proposals as you need. Each of you will have access to proposal writing. I mean, it's not limited for the participants of training. You can create as many proposals as you need. So we have WASH, I guess, right?
And health.
And let me check who works in WASH. Zainab. Let me check if Zainab accepted our invitation. Not yet. Zainab, please accept the invitation that we sent you to your email. If you give us your email, because we can't create your program now. So cancel, because I can't do that. What we have else? We have food security, which is already created. We have WASH, which we can't create. And we have health and protection. So protection and health. We will add new program. Okay, protection. It will be Ali. Ali also did not accept my invitation. Okay. Do you face any problems with accepting invitation? Because we have only few people who accepted. And we
Yes, there's a problem, Miss Olga.
Yes.
It's not accepting, letting us accepting the invitation.
Why? What happened?
It says error, that's it.
Error?
Yeah.
When you follow the link?
Yeah.
Okay, can you share the screen?
Who speaks? Athir or who?
It's Maram.
Maram. Okay, can you take a photo for your screen and send it in WhatsApp?
Sure, I will. Wait a minute. Okay.
Anyone else face problems? Okay, Nora, you just sent your email, so probably you're not here. We will add you. Sorry, can anyone tell me if you face problems or only Maram faces problems, error? Because still we do not have all, okay, I see this screenshot. We do not have all participants in our system. Let me see. So
Olga,
Yeah.
we can you can go for the next part, and I will complete to add the users, and then we can come back to the programs and add the programs for each participant.
Okay, so basically why we need I just pressed something, I don't know what. Sorry, I will try to figure it out. So yeah, the problem why we cannot move on, because we need all participants to be in the system to start working on proposal inside the system. And we can't start working on proposal before you are in this system. So that is why it's so important to accept invitation and become a part of this account. Okay. Asir also accepted, but not in the list. Let me check.
Yeah, please, I can add something. For
Yes.
those who have some problems with the accepting the invitations, I suggest to open it in another window. I faced the same issue. When I tried to open it in another window, it was fine. So you can try it as well. Don't accept the invitation in the same window. Try to open it in another window, then everything will go smoothly.
Okay, thank you for this advice.
Yes, or open it on another
Browser.
on another browser.
Actually, the portal opened with me and I'm already in and I can browse everything in it, but my name is not in the list you are sharing.
Okay, I will share the complete list what we have now. We have now 8 users. Let me share the screen once again. Okay. So here we have 8 users. Please check whose name is not here. So David, Aisha, Najwa, Athir, Mohammed, Hayat. I don't know what is this name.
Dr. Nader. Mr. Nader.
Okay. So basically, we have only 8 people who accepted invitation. But you said that you accepted and not added to the list, right?
Yeah, and I tried to open it from another drive, and it starts sending me the same message that it's error.
So you have the same problem. You can't join.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Maram, I will check it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, we will try to figure it out. Then in this case, if you can't complete in portal right now due to this technical issue, probably we can go forward with our theoretical part with Ahlam, and then we will get back to this. Ahlam, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. And they can work on the word form until the issue fixed.
Yeah, I think we can fix it within maybe some 30 minutes. I hope so. We will now. Aisha will contact our technical team. Well, actually, it's very surprising, to be honest. I do not remember when we had this kind of problems, but something happened. So let us continue with theoretical part. We will work in Word document, but the Word document, did Aisha share with you or not? I guess no. So, but
you mean the proposal form?
Yeah.
I'll share it now. A minute.
Okay. Do you need a break of 5 minutes or 10 minutes to make coffee, tea, have some snacks?
Yes, why not?
We'd like to.
Sorry?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So let us get back to this session at 12 or 12:05 to have 10 minutes.
Come on.
Okay. And see you in 10 minutes.
Okay. David can speak Arabic.
Seems like that.
La, la.
La.
Yeah.
That's pretty surprising. So all of us can speak Arabic. We can speak Arabic language, right?
Yeah, we can a little bit.
شوية.
So perfect. In case of need, we will use this language when we feel that we need it. Okay, see you in 10 minutes.
Olga, you're back. Welcome. Did you take pancakes? Can you hear me?
You are mute, Olga.
I'm sorry. I switched on my camera, but still I forgot to unmute myself.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. But anyway, I'm back.
Okay. So I think we're good to go, right?
Yes, I think it's already 12:06. Other participants are here or not yet?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, perfect. So Aisha is us. So David is with us. Ahlam, are you with us? Not yet. Okay, we will move forward and hopefully other participants will not be late for a long time. So I finally signed in. I use this break to sign into my LinkedIn account. So I can show you how to search for donors through LinkedIn. Let me share my screen. So you remember that I followed the link for Charity Commission of England and Wales. I don't remember when I did it, but I did it. So, for example, we can do it again. Now we can start from the beginning here. We can find any donor we want. Sorry, donors. So let it be this cultural foundation. Now they do not have LinkedIn profile, then let us try this one. They also have on the Facebook profile here. Perfect foundation. Let me check if they have it. No LinkedIn as well. So let me try this one. Okay, they do have LinkedIn profile. So I followed this link, and now I'm going to their LinkedIn profile. Let me say I want to set a contact with this donor. So I've been here, I checked this, if you remember, I showed you grants. So I checked grants, for example, and I see that some particular donor is interesting for me, and I want to set a contact with this donor. Because even if you have requirements for your grant, for your funding opportunity, still it would be good to have direct contact with the donor you want to apply for. So what do? We are here. We know their LinkedIn profile and we want to connect. Then we can find through LinkedIn the people who work with them. So they have 40 employees. 40 employees for the same donor in LinkedIn. It means that you can connect to any of them, but you can check what is the position is more suitable for you. So we advise not to try to connect with top management because they usually are very busy. They may miss your how to call it, when you send them invitation for connecting, they may miss your invitation, they may not see it. So basically it's better to find some positions on the level of, for example, program coordinator. So program coordinator is a good contact. You can go to this contact. You know that this person works for the donor that you are interested in. You see that you have no mutual connection with this person. By the way, why it's important to develop your LinkedIn profile? If you have it, but do not develop it, do not use it much, it will not be very useful for you. So you need to develop your LinkedIn profile all the time. You need to subscribe to the pages that you are interested in, because it will help other users to see you, to notice you, and to maybe connect with you. Also, the more connections you have, the more mutual connections you might have with the person you are interested in. For example, you see that here you have third grade connection, which means that you do not have any mutual connection of first or second grade. For example, first grade, if someone from my connection is connected to her, it will be first grade connection. Why is it important? Because when you send her a request, for example, I want to send her a connection request. I can, by the way, make it personalized. So I can make a note that, for example, I work with NGOs, I work in the same program, in the same sphere. It would be nice to connect with you. I can make anything personalized in a very, very brief message, but it will help person to understand why this person is ready to connect with you. So you can make brief introduction of what you want from this connection. You can say that you also work for NGOs, that you also work in the sector this person works. So you might say, send this invitation in person with some note. Then if this person goes to your page and check the relation with you, if she has mutual connection or not, more likely that this person would love to connect with you if she sees that you have mutual connection. For example, you have first grade connection, someone who knows you and knows her at the same time. It means that the more connections you have, the more chances, the higher your chances are to have some mutual second or first grade connection with this person. Also, you might, if you have this developed LinkedIn connections, you might have some useful links, because in your newsfeed, you will see what posts they like, what posts they comment, what posts they share. And it will help you to find useful information, probably for some call for proposal, which has just recently appeared, or a new donor. You can find new connections. So basically, it's very important to do. So what you do, you send invitation to connect to the person. When she accepts your invitation, you can start communicating with this person. This is a good way to set direct contact with the donor. If you see that this particular person do not reply or does not accept your invitation, you can check her colleagues. So, for example, you've seen that for this organization, they have 40 employees, so you still can choose anyone else. For example, if you chosen 3 employees for the same organization, one of them accepted your invite, the second, but probably did not reply to your message. The second employee might see that you have mutual connection with person and might reply to your message. So it increases your chances to connect with this person. And also, there are a lot of tools which help to find needed connections through LinkedIn. And they have very developed search tool. So basically, you can search for the name of organization, or you can go to, for example, you need program managers for any organization. So you do not specify the organization particularly. You just want to connect with program managers. You choose people. You go to all filters. You choose here industry. Should be non-profit organizations. Because donors, they are also non-profit organizations. You see the results, and then you can choose location. So if you are interested in local, for example, donor in your country, you can check for particular location. So let me say Czech Republic. Did I type it in the wrong way? Maybe.
CZ, yeah, Czechia.
Yes, and this one?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Sorry for my ignorance. Then we found a list of people who works for NGO, who have position program manager. So you see, we choose program manager. So these people, they have position of program manager in non-profit organization in the location that you specified, and you can then choose from them who you want to connect, which organization might be interested for you. So you see their position, you know that they are from NGO. You can, but by the way, we advise you before you add any connection, do not try to add them like this. Do not try to add them directly from this menu. Try to follow this link, go to their profile, check their profile, and after that connect. Why? Because in this case, they will get notification that you viewed their profile. They might be curious to check who viewed their profile, and they will follow to your page, and they will see what is your sphere of work, what is your organization. They might be more interested and motivated to connect with you. So we advise to go to the profile, to check the profile, so they get this notification, and then you connect with them. And definitely try to connect with short notice to introduce why you want to connect them. So basically, yeah, I'm done. I showed you how you can use LinkedIn for donor prospecting, and I hope that you can benefit from it. So now I can stop sharing, and I'm ready to give the floor to Ahlam.
Thank you, Olga. Can you please share the PowerPoint?
Sorry? Do you need me to open presentation?
Yes, Olga, yes.
Sorry. I will share my screen once again, and it will be this presentation. Okay. So this one, right? We were talking about the name. We checked the examples of name. Yeah, we were on the stage when everyone was supposed to choose the name of the project. So I will remove the names of previous users, previous participants of the training, and we will add some new names. So let us start from Ali. Ali, do you know the name of your project? Look, you can change it, of course. So it's like a draft, because as Ahlam said, we create the name when everything is ready. So basically, after you write your proposal, you may decide that this name is not suitable and you want to switch to another name, and it's okay. So for now, we just specify the draft name, the one you start from, and then if in case of need, if you feel that you want to change it, we will change it.
Please start. What's your proposal's names or titles?
So Ali, are you ready to specify the name of your project?
Hello, everybody. Can you hear us?
Okay, probably Ali is thinking. Yes. So let us ask David to specify the name for his project.
Yes, and be informed that you can change the titles at the end of the project, because the title is getting improved during you write your proposal. The idea will get improved more and more. So you can develop the name of the proposal at the end of the project. It just names now.
Yeah,
so
for now, just outline what you want to work on. It's not so serious. Don't be afraid to add your name, your project name. So David, are you ready?
And I shared with you the Word document. You can start writing your proposal on it until the portal issues be fixed or be solved.
Do we have any updates from our technical team? What is the problem and how quickly they can solve it? Aisha?
Yes, Olga.
Did you check with our technical team if the problem is?
Yeah. There is no problem actually. It's who use the Outlook. Sometimes happen with them this issue, but Maram, I already added there here another account, and you have check your account, your email, Maram, now.
So anyone else still facing problems with access to the portal? Or we can start working in portal?
Yeah, who has another issue?
Please check if you can get an access and let us know. If the problem is solved, it means that we can continue in portal. No need to start with the Word document. It will be much easier for us. So please check if you can join the portal. Anyone has issues? Let me check if something has changed here. So can you see my screen? No?
Yes.
Do you see portal right now or you see presentation?
Ooh,
Presentation? Okay, I will change. I need you to see portal because I want to make sure that your names are there. So I will do it this way. I will share my screen whenever I screen on it. Okay, so we will go back to our settings. Users management. Here's a list of users who already joined. So please check your name. If you can't find your name here, let us know.
Yeah, I can't find my name. So I don't know. What about the existing users on this platform? I need to put them.
Yeah, you are here.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
you are on the next page. So we have
Okay.
now 11 users in total. So everyone can see his name here.
Yes.
My name is not there.
Oh, hi. You are new right now, right?
Hi, I'm new.
Pantaleon, right?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. So
Thank
please,
you.
can you introduce yourself to the whole group?
Yes, I'm Pantaleon. I'm a Tanzanian, and I have a background in economics, and I'm now specializing in monitoring, evaluation, and learning. I've been working with the NGO sector for a couple of years now, and I'm happy to join this portal to take further my
We're
mission.
happy to have you here. It's a pleasure.
Are you here? Did
Okay.
you get me?
Yes, thank you for your introduction. It's our pleasure to meet you here. And Pantaleon,
Sure, thank
I would
you.
like to ask you to send us your email address because we
Okay.
will add you to our Portal 365 account and we will create our proposal based on this Portal 365. So we need your email to enable you to work with us in this portal. Send it
Okay.
in the chat of this Zoom meeting, and my colleague Aisha
Okay.
will add you. And also,
Okay.
I would love to ask you to
Yes.
tell us what sector would you love to work in? Brief introduction how we will work. So the goal of this training is to create proposal which will be ready to submit. We agreed with the participants that some of them will work in groups. For example, you can see food security and livelihoods. Najwa, Hayat, Nora, and Aisha will work in the same group. So they will develop the same proposal. Other participants, they prefer to develop their own proposal. So what is your point? Do you want to develop your own proposal or you want to be part of group?
I didn't get your last words.
Do you want to develop your own project for your own NGO, or I don't know if you work, you work for NGO, or you want to be part of group? We have one group for food security and livelihood. So if you want, you can join this group. Or you can develop a project.
I think I can do both. I can work in a group.
You will not have time to develop the two projects, two proposals.
All right.
So please choose.
Because
either it will be your proposal or it will be group proposal.
yes, I'll go. So I'll be alone. I will just develop my own proposal.
Perfect. Can you choose what will be the sector of your proposal? Food security, water and sanitation, protection, health, nutrition, education, biodiversity and wildlife, cultural heritage and art, economic empowerment, peace building and governance. Which of these sectors you want to work in?
Food security.
Okay, so you will be another participant working in food security.
Yeah.
Did I write your name correctly?
In the chat.
Right? Can you see the screen?
All right. Yes, I can see your screen.
So is it correct? Your name, is it correct?
Yes,
Okay.
it is correct.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
you work in food security and livelihood. Did you share with us your email address?
I'll write now in the chat.
Yeah, please. Write your email address and we will add you to portal, and you're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Olga?
Yes.
Nader also want to be with the food security group.
Who wants to be with food security group?
Nader.
Nader? Okay. Okay, Nader joined us also a little bit later, right?
Yes.
So Nader did not introduce himself. Nader, can we ask you to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Nader Ali. I am project manager with NFT HR in food and security livelihood. I work with them since last year, and I'm enjoying to have this workshop with you. Thanks.
Thank you, Nader. Yeah, happy to have you here. So now everyone has his sector, right? Or we have anyone we missed? Okay, I guess everyone has chosen his sector. Yeah, so we need email address from Pantaleon, and we got it. Aisha, did you add Pantaleon to our?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Then let me check once again if you.
Yeah, check your email now.
Pantaleon, we need you to check your email and to accept the invitation that you just received from Portal 365.
Okay, I will check my email.
Yeah, so as soon as you are there, we will be ready to proceed.
Okay, thank you.
So basically we have the most of the participants here, and I can continue with adding programs. So, oh, it's already done. Somebody did it. So I don't have even to do that. Okay, so we need one more program, which is protection.
What is duplicated?
I don't see anything duplicated. Fine. So I just need to add protection.
Security. There are two.
Please remind me who works in protection. Ali?
Yeah, Ali.
Okay, then I choose him. And he is the manager. And I save it. So we have one more program. Yes, we have one more program. I think we covered all programs, right? Let me double check. So food security is covered, wash, protection, health, and education. 5 programs. No, food security is duplicated. Food security is duplicated and wash is not there. Nadia, will you develop your own proposal in food security or you will work in the group?
Okay, I will work with group.
No, it's not obligatory, it's up to you.
It is okay.
Okay. So let me delete then this because we already have food security. And let me add wash.
Yeah.
So water, sanitation, and hygiene. And please remind who works within wash sector.
Zainab?
Who? Zainab?
Yes, Zainab.
Okay, perfect. Then we choose Zainab. And Zainab will be manager. Okay, I would like to ask you, each of you, to check if you can create proposal. If you go here to proposals, can you add new proposal? I want just to make sure that everyone has this access. Please check and let me know.
Sorry, for me, I'm on a public transport. I cannot access my.
Oh, okay. And how long do you plan to be in public
photo for now.
transport?
In the next 20 minutes, I'll be off.
Okay, okay. So you will join us later. We will solve your issue separately. Please, other participants, if you have access to Portal 365, please make sure that you can create new proposal. And let me know, please. I need to be sure. So you are silent. It makes me feel that everyone can access the portal and everyone can create the proposal. Am I right? I hope that I'm right. So now, okay. And now I'm ready to give a floor to Ahlam. I guess we finished with this organizational part. We have access to a portal. We can create proposals. We have programs chosen. If anyone faced any difficulties, if you feel that you can't make this proposal, if you get any error or anything, please let us know. We will try to check the settings. So probably I did something not precisely correct. So we will double check. But I hope that now it will work for everyone. So Ahlam, now the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, Olga. So let's agree that the proposal name is more important than you may expect. It gives the first impression, donors' attention, and it gives a chance for the proposal to be accepted, to be reviewed, to have attention by donors. So please let us know have you started creating your proposals? Have you selected or think about your proposal names or yet? Please let us know. If you hear us, please give us a feedback.
And if you created your name, if you already chosen the name of your project, please share with us in chat. I will add
I will ask his name by name, Olga. Najwa, are you ready? Najwa, are you ready with your name of the proposal?
Yep, Ahlam, almost done. But at the first, at the beginning, I want to just make sure it's a quick name so it can be updated later.
Yes,
I can see it.
Yes, we always final the name after finishing the proposal. No problem. You can please write it on the chat box and Olga will add it to the slide.
I have already shared it with you, please. If you have any comments, they are welcome.
Thank you so much. Leon, are you ready with your proposal title? Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, I guess Pantaleon is in the public transport, so probably he can't communicate with us as good as we expect. So let us probably go to another participant and then we will come back. Okay?
Yes. Hayat?
Yes, Ahlam, we are working with Najwa as a group, so it's the same name with Najwa, or should I have another name or what?
No, you work on the same, so it's fine.
So
yeah.
you agree with Najwa on the same name? Yeah, you can suggest another name and discuss it later. No problem. Maybe you have another idea. It will reach the title. Intisar? Intisar, can you hear us? Are you still with us? Hello, Intisar? Okay. Athir? Athir, are you still with us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm still with you. I was writing in the chat the name of my project.
Okay,
perfect. Thank you.
I will do an isolation center for leukemia patients.
Great. Muhammad Al-Maghbashi, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, what about the title of the proposal? Is it ready? Have you thought about it?
I'm trying with Aisha. She's give me a permission to start my project.
Just give us the title in the chat box, please, so Olga can put it in the slides.
Yes, Pantaleon, you raise your hand.
Nora, you can add your title also, and you can discuss with Hayat.
Yes, I work already with Najwa and Hayat. You already add my name.
Great, thank you. Bashir? Bashir, can you hear us, Bashir?
Yeah, Asif just shared with us.
Bashir is still in the tenders, miss.
Okay. Dr. Abdurrahman? Please, Doctor, can you hear us?
Yeah, I am here, but I have some problem.
Okay. What sector you will write about it?
governance.
Yes, building and governance.
Oh, great, Olga. We have another sector, governance.
Okay, sorry, what is the name of the participant?
Abdurrahman.
Did I write it correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to add one more sector to our portal.
Wait, that will reach the.
أنا كنت أتابع الآن بعض الأمور الأخرى. ما كنتش
أوكي،
مركز في الموضوع في الفترة الأخيرة.
جميل.
Abdurrahman, do you have your email? Did you send your email to Aisha, to chat?
Yes, yes, he did.
So you are in this list, right?
I didn't see his name.
No, I am not in
دكتور
the list.
عبد الرحمن، أنت
Did you
عايشة
receive
رسلت
invitation?
دعوة للإيميل. دكتور عايشة رسلت لك دعوة للإيميل، شوفها وسوي.
I already added him to portal. Check your email دكتور عادل دكتور عبد الرحمن sorry.
دكتور عبد الرحمن حتى تقدر تكتب البروبوزل حتى بالعربي ما فيش مشكلة. أنا براجعهم كلهم. تمام إذا تواجه صعوبة في اللغة. أوكي.
الصوت عندي مش واضح.
دكتور. تقدر تكتب المشروع حقك بالعربي في البورتال إذا تواجه مشكلة عادي.
نعم بكتبه وأرسل لك الآن.
Okay, thank you so much. Nader, please, you can check with Hayat and Noura.
Yes, I already sent it in the chat.
Hello, Olga.
Yes.
Yeah, please, I would like to give my name of project, Ali.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first name. Is a referral pathway. No, is there on the list? Is the first. I was having network issues.
Oh yeah, sorry. You already said. Can you send your name in chat?
Yeah, referral pathway and protection of survivors of gender-based violence.
Yeah, perfect. Can you just text it in chat? So I just copy it and paste it.
Okay, thank you.
Otherwise it will be long story.
Thank you, Ali. You can put it in the chat box.
Yes, so everyone who still didn't send us the name of the project, please just share it in the chat. So we have Intisar and Muhammad and Ali. We are waiting for, Muhammad already sent it. I copy it and add it here. Perfect.
We still have Maram. Are you ready? Maram, can you hear me, please?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Maram.
Okay. So my project will be about.
No, I'm sorry. Would you change that the title of my project?
Yes.
I'll add it. I'll give you the correct one right now.
Okay.
Yes, Maram, you can send your project title to the chat box, my dear.
Okay, no problem. I will.
And you can develop it, no problem, no worries. Just have the first draft.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm writing it now.
Okay, thank you so much. So we can move to the next step now.
Okay, we have still Intisar, who did not share with us the name.
I don't know if she is still with us or not, because no response from her side.
Oh, really?
Okay, I will check with her. Completed. I will check.
Thank you, Aisha.
So, okay, ready.
Can you switch on your mic, please?
Okay, Pantalon was raising hand and he was supposed to ask something. So please, Pantalon, can you tell us?
I've just posted the name of my project in the chat.
You already said it?
Yes, I raised and lowered it as I've tested. I've posted the name, Mwanza Urban Livelihood Enhancement Program.
I cannot see it. Can you duplicate and send it once again to the chat?
Okay, fine, I can do.
Thank you.
Thank
you. I cannot see it really.
Sorry, Olga, can I convert to another sector?
Yes, sure.
Okay, I will be with protection and GBV sector.
Okay, so I change here that you will be in protection.
Great.
Over here. So you need your name of the project.
Yes, it will be primary. Maybe I will change it. Provision of critical protection and GBV services.
It would be better if you just text it to the chat.
Okay.
You will make my life easier. I like when someone makes my life easier.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Pantalon sent his name of the project. I added here. Okay, I need to.
Can you check the second one as well, and then you will advise?
Okay, so you offer Mwanza Urban Food Security and Livelihood Enhancement Program. It's one. And the second one?
That is the second one. The first one did not have food security.
Okay. So the one is with food security, and another one is livelihood enhancement program.
Yes. So the second one, if it is okay, and as per your advice, so that I capture food security and the livelihoods.
I think that Ahlam now will go to each name and give her comments and advice.
All right, thank you.
So
okay,
yeah,
thank you.
Just wait for this moment. So still we don't know if it started with us, right?
Pardon?
I'm asking the group in total.
So,
So we don't know Intisar if she is with us or not. And still we need Maram to write her name of proposal and Hayat, right?
I wrote it in the chat already.
Already? And why I can't see it?
Should I send it again?
No, it is on the chat.
Can you? This okay, I see it.
Okay.
The last one.
I see it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hayat also sent her title.
Yes, she did.
Great.
Okay, I will have to change a little bit the size. Okay. So here we are. Perfect. We have chosen our names, and I think that now Ahlam will give her comments on it.
On the titles.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Oh, sorry, I need to remove Hayat from here. Yes, she already has her own project. Now it's better. Yep.
Okay, great.
So we will review each name and we will discuss it. You also can take part in the discussion. So if you have any comments or advice on the names that you see here, based on the features that should be present in the name that we shared with you, please feel free to comment.
Okay, okay. Now let's discuss. All of us know now how we describe the titles, what are the specifications of the titles. So please let us go step by step, one by one, and give our opinion. The first one is Ali. Maram, focus with us, please, Maram. Ali, referral pathway and protection of survivors of gender-based violence. What do you think? Hayat, Hayat, it is your
Yes, Ahlam.
give your comment on Ali because it's also protection sector. What do you think of this title?
Okay, referral pathway and protection of survivors of gender-based violence. Okay, it's good, but he has to mention the area of interventions. Yes, just area, or he can also add the period.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I think you're talking about the area, like the location.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
What do you think, Ali? What do you think of survivors? Is it here specific or general? It's approved.
Okay, let me just narrow it to under 18.
What do you think if we focus, for example, on women, men, girls?
Women, under 18 women, girls.
Under 18, right?
Under 18, yeah.
Okay.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you can write notes, okay? Until the end of the training, we will put the final titles. We will not fix the issues now or give our last impression of the.
No, we can change, we can amend. So I'm just writing these notes because Ali confirmed. He agrees
yes,
that
we will go on it through it fast, not in details. David, laptop computers for 500 Italian and Romanian high school students. What do you think of this title?
I think it's great.
Laptops, computers for 500 Ukrainian and Romanian high school students.
I didn't know. I didn't know whether should I put 250 Ukrainian and 250 Romanian. I didn't know whether to be more specific.
No, I think the title is okay like this, right?
I agree, yeah.
Yes, I didn't hear.
I mean, for the title, it's okay not to specify gender-based issues. So
no gender, no.
You will specify it in your project. For now, in the title, no need. So for me, it's good.
Yes, it's good. High school students, Ukrainian, Romanian, it's clear where location.
When it's students, that means it is like males and females. Like it's obvious, no need to mention it, I guess, in the
no need.
Yeah,
It's not
in the title, no need.
Yeah.
Najwa, Nora, and Aisha. Provision of livelihood and bots for the most needy people in Ottoman district in the Mar governorate, and great, specific. It is a target. Nice. What do you think of that, Nora?
Okay, Nora and Aisha, as you work on this project, we want you to comment it. You want to make sure
I
that
already
you are
discussed
agreed
this
with
one.
us.
It's great.
I think it's
What do
good.
you think? Yes, it's good. Great. Zaina, emergency intervention for wash sector in Sana'a. For wash sector in Sana'a. In Sana'a, it's good. I think it's good. It can be also more specific if you mention the district, or if you mention which wash, maybe wash in schools, maybe wash in hospitals, maybe in community, maybe in camps.
Okay.
It will be more effective and attractive and specific.
Okay. This is my first time.
Just to take notes and try to develop it.
Okay.
Inside, not yet. Muhammad, provision of life-saving response in health for people in acute needs in the hard-to-reach صنعاء governorate. يعني في صنعاء كلها محمد. In صنعاء, on all صنعاء. Hello, Muhammad, life-saving response. What I think it is very general life-saving response. What kind of response you will provide? Are you still with us, Muhammad?
Directorates.
Okay. Athir?
I think we have to come back to this title later when Mohammed is with us.
Yes. Yes. Athir, Isolation Center for Leukemia in Al-Kuwait Hospital in Sana'a Governorate. Great. And if you add the date, it will be more specific and related. What do you think of Athir titles?
You mean, shall I add the title of the submission of the project or the duration of the implementation?
For example, during the 2023-24.
Implementation time.
It will be great if you mention it. That's it. And right now it is God.
Thank you.
Nader, General Food Distribution. General Food Distribution.
Yes.
Where?
Let's make it in Damar and Al-Bayda Governorate.
Your population, targeted population, who is IDBs, host communities.
It's the people affected by the war.
All of people affected by the war, host community and IDBs.
Yes.
So if you make it more specific, it will be God. If you add the host communities, IDBs, camps, the districts, the governorate. Yes, the location is important.
Yeah, if you just can amend it and send again to the chat with your. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Improving the infrastructure of school, supporting teachers and students most in need in Sana'a Governorate districts. Sana'a Governorate districts. You mean all the districts?
All the districts in Sana'a.
Okay, you can add the number of districts.
Of the districts.
Okay. Improving the infrastructure of schools. Now, look, Maram, you have two titles in one: providing the infrastructure of schools and supporting teachers and students most in need. It needs to be modified.
Okay, so shall I add the three bases, infrastructures of education and mention it in the title? like the three basic infrastructures, or no need?
No need. You can add it. But
Like to be
for
more
example,
specified, I mean.
improving the environment of schools.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Provision of critical protection and GBV interventions in Marib Governorate, Marib City, and Wadi districts. Of critical protection and GBV interventions. It's nice if we add date and if we add the targeted population, it will be more effective.
We can add during 2023, 2024. Regarding the beneficiaries, I mean all the people in the two districts. I will not targeting a specific kind of beneficiaries.
Good. You mean you will target all the affected, all the people are in need for protection service. Good. Pantaleon, Manisa Urban Food Security and Livelihood Enhancement Program. Good. And if you add date, like population, and the specific area, it will be great. And right now it is good.
Mawanta is the area, right?
Well, so we can say the titles are amazing. We will modify them through developing the project until the end of the training. So we can now move to the second step.
So yeah, we are going to executive summary now. So we are following the presentation, or we switch to other presentation?
We now finished the first part, that the cover of the project, the title,
okay,
the cover of the book. Okay, from the cover of the book, the donor will be attracted or will leave the project. Now we will move to the second step. The second step of writing the proposal, the executive summary. What is the executive summary, and when we write it, and why, and how, and from where? The executive summary of the project is usually written, but only upon completing of writing the proposal, and not at the beginning. Why? We don't need to write the summary now. We can leave it at the end of the project. Why? Because it includes a summary of all sections, not all sections in broad meaning. We will see how. It will include, or it includes a summary of all sections of the proposal. Therefore, we finish writing the proposal and then we prepare the executive summary from the following information. For example, a summary of the problem in one sentence, and specifically in terms of the targeted locations and the number of those affected or in need for interventions. And we mention them according to age, gender, and geographical area. Okay, this is the first step. What will be included in the summary? The first one, a summary of the problem. We are developing this project to solve. A summary of the problem is one sentence, and specifically in terms of the targeted locations. We will mention the targeted locations and the number of the affected people or the targeted beneficiaries. And who are in need. And we mention them according to age, gender, and geographical area. So in the problem sentence that will be summarized in the executive summary will include beneficiaries, locations, beneficiaries based on gender and number. Second, we will clarify the objective of the project and that the project was designed to provide a complete solution to the problem using SMART goals method. So, second part of summarizing or the executive summary will talk about the objective of this project. We will write the objective, not like it has been mentioned in the project. It will be narratively to clarify the objective of this project in a smart way. Third thing that will be summarized in the executive summary, a summary of the solutions that the project will provide. For example, we will mention a summary of main activities. What activities will be implemented during this project to solve the problem that is mentioned at the beginning of the summary? We will, for example, according to the output also, and the method that will be followed to reach a measurable result. Okay, so let's agree that the executive summary, first step, will be written at the end of the project. Why? Because it will summarize something that we haven't written yet. Something that we haven't written yet because it depends on the parts that follow the executive summary. And it will summarize the problem of the project, the objective and the outputs, and the activities that will be implemented via this project. Okay, summarizing the problem in one sentence, okay, specifically in terms of target location, a number of those affected or in need of interventions, count them by age, gender, and geographical scope. Second, mention the project objective smartly. Third, summarize the solutions that will be conducted through this project. Who can give us example? Who can give us example of?
I think we can switch to example when we finish the project, the presentations for each participant. So what do you think if we just leave the example of executive summary to the end of the training?
Yes, at the end of the training and through the when they write it on portal. Okay.
Yeah. I think we will be back to this particular part.
Great. So let's the situation analysis. So we finished the cover of the project. The second part is the executive summary, which will be written at the end of the project. Now we will move to the third part of the project. What is it? Which is the situation analysis. Let's move to the second part. Thank you, Olga. Can you, situation analysis usually calculated from reports issued by other reliable institutions. The second slide. Okay, when we come to the situation analysis, how can we write it? And what is situation analysis? And from where we write this part? This part, the writer of the proposal should take into account the following. First step, the analysis should be at the country level in which the project is planned. Use content from reliable sources like Human Development Index or periodic reports issued by UN agencies operating in the same country like UNICEF, WHO, UNHCR, OCHA, or NGOs like Oxfam, NGOs like Oxfam, Save the Children, and CARE, and so on. Outline the things that affect people's life in the whole country, like natural disasters, wars, armed conflicts, and the starting dates of these disasters. Fourth, focus on the special challenges in the sector the proposal belongs to. For example, if the proposal is food, focus on the impact on or impact of the disaster on the level of people's access to food and their purchasing power, and if they get adequate and diverse food. Okay, when we write situation analysis, for example, let's talk about Yemen. Yemen is the worst humanitarian disaster or crisis in the world. Now, when we write a proposal for Yemen, we will take the situation analysis about Yemen from, for example, HRB or HNO. We can find it. It is ready. We don't write this part from our mind. It will be written from reliable reports. For example, let's talk about education. If we are talking about education, we will use also the Ministry of Education reports, education cluster reports, HNO, HRP, also reports that are published by UNICEF, especially, and Save the Children. They are talking about the disaster or the situation or the context of this place or of Yemen. When we start writing about situation, we start from, for example, we will start from country level. We will talk about country. For example, we will say Yemen, all Yemen is affected, all education is affected in all Yemen. There are a number of children who are out of schools, or there are teachers who are unpaid for 8 years. Then we will write specifically until the end of the area that we will target. For example, we started from Yemen, all Yemen. Then we will talk about the area that we are targeting, but not with details, because the second part we will talk or we will write about the targeted area in details and more specifically. So let's move to the second.
Yeah.
From tomorrow, we will use the board. Here is an example about writing the example about the situation analysis. Look, the beginning, the conflict in Yemen has greatly affected education sector. The country, almost the entire population is in need to humanitarian assistance. The conflict has internally displaced more than 1 million people left, and 1 million public sector workers without pay for 5 years. Undermined access to ports and airports and embedded essential humanitarian and commercial logistics. So now we talk about Yemen in general, how it is affected by war. Then, according to the Ministry of Education, now we are talking specifically Ministry of Education. The 2017-2018 school year began with delays in 7 of 14 government rates in the country due to the non-payment of teachers' salaries. 28% of schools across the country are unstable for educational activities due to damage related to the conflict, the hosting of displaced persons, or occupation by armed groups. An estimated 1 million school-age children need help to continue their education. So we are talking about all Yemen. Since the war began, more than 415 schools have been inactive, 2/3 of them damaged by airstrikes, 27% closed, and 7 used for military purpose or as a refugee for displaced people. Lack of access to education. Now we talked about the situation in general, and now we will talk how it affected people, how it negatively affected the situation more and more. Lack of access to education has pushed children and families to take dangerous alternatives such as early marriage, child labor, and others. So, because of what is happening in Yemen, the children are at risk of early marriage, maybe recruited by armed groups, child labor, and others. All active educational partners of UN agencies, international and national NGOs agree that education in emergency is a critical response that saves lives and works to protect children in conflict and disasters and defend their right to education. Everyone supports education because access to education is a basic human right and is linked to a better life for children and young people. Now, in this last part, we reflect how education needs our support, and it is right, and we have to take action to support education. And we can add before this part, one of the most affected areas in Yemen, for example, Sana'a. So that give glance that we will target this area, but not in details. We will not explain how many people there, how many schools are in need, or what we will do. So everything in general, and it is start from the big or the problem of the whole country to a specific area, and how these problems affect the population or the targeted people. And the end, we will give some lines, how they need us, how can we support them, and that's it. Let's move to the second assignment. Start working on your proposal name. We have already did. Situation analysis. Now everyone will start the situation analysis. Activate your account on portal. So everything is done. Is it right, Olga?
Yes, that's right. So basically, I can say that we finished this first part, like preparatory one. Thank you, Ahlam, so much for this introduction into proposal writing. So basically, we already have our accounts. We already created the names, titles of our proposals. I offered now to make a small break, probably some 15 minutes, and we will continue with Dr. Adel. So the next session, next part of this session will be with Dr. Adel. We will start creating our proposal. And regarding the assignment, so the situation analysis, we will not write it right now. This is the thing that you will have to write after this session. So it will take really a short time, maybe some 30 minutes if you know the area you work in. So basically, we will check it then tomorrow before our next session starts. So it will be assignment for homework. I offer to meet again after 15 minutes. So let us agree it will be 1:35. Is it okay?
Yes, Olga, it's okay. I want to ask you, have we start working on the project in the portal?
Yes,
have we starting making a new proposal?
Yes, you will make new proposal, or if you work in group, you will work on the same proposal. So you will work in the portal. You already have your account, so you already have your program. Everything is prepared. So when it comes to writing proposal itself, you will make it in portal.
Please, I have a question for Ahlam.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Ahlam, in your presentation, in the executive summary, when you said we should mention our objective by using the SMART analysis, I would like to ask.
Sorry, Ali.
I said, while you were presenting on the executive summary, are you there?
Ahlam?
Ahlam? Are you with me?
Yes, no. I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
so
with you.
You said
I can hear you now.
In the executive summary, we can mention our objective using SMART analysis. That is the SMART analysis. Are you there?
Yes, I am with you.
Okay, so
Yes,
I
please.
said, when mentioning the objective, are we going to pick all the SMART analysis, outline and say something about them, like the specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound? Are we going to list all, are we going to talk about them in series, or we're just going to do it holistically? Do you get me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
yes,
I don't know,
Ali.
are we to write something about specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ali, and you will write it narratively.
Okay.
Yeah, you will copy that's from the objective of the project.
Yeah,
you will
yeah.
mention it narratively and smartly.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we will switch a little bit our break. It will be 1:40, right? So we have 15 minutes exactly. So at 1:40, waiting for you here.
Thank you, Olga.
Hello, everyone. Great. I'm finally with you now.
أهلا دكتور عادل.
Hello, Adil. How are you doing?
Yeah, hello, Adil. We're here.
I'm now going through the participants' names. Happy to see everyone.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So now I hope everyone is ready. So I will introduce myself, and then we will go directly to the session, because it will be like we will have just a short presentation, then we will practice together to work on our proposals. We have about 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's not a long time, but it will be good to go through the presentation, and then we start analyzing one problem for one of the projects you selected. So yeah, I will start introducing myself. My name is Adil Salah. I am currently working as the CEO of Portal 365. I usually do this proposal writing training for humanitarian projects regularly, and I'm really happy I'm doing it this time in English, and happy that I'm with you now. I also apologize for being late because I had to travel today. So thank you so much. Of course, I will have the time to just like go through the names, and then we have the next 3 days we will know each other more. Yes, so I will start the presentation so that we start to practice together. In the same time, I've opened the portal account, and I found out that not everyone was able to start a proposal. So I hope everyone is able to add his or her proposal so that we can start working on them. Okay. So now I will start this presentation. So what we will do now is that we will go through the needs assessment part, and the need assessment is usually the most important part in proposal writing. I really hope you could focus with me now. You could give me all your attention. Please leave anything you are doing now. I really need all your focus on the analysis, because if we really do and understand the analysis in the best way, we will be able to design the best proposals. Usually during the need assessment, we do 5 steps. Usually we start identifying the problem, we select the target area, and then we analyze the problem using the problems tree. And that's what we will do exactly. We will identify the problem, select the target area, and we do the analysis of the problem tree today. And of course, we will not have enough time to practice for all the projects, but we will have also tomorrow to analyze all the projects. Then we could collect information after that and formulate the needs assessment paragraph in the proposal. But today we will focus only on the three first points, or the first 3 points. We will also talk about this. There are relations when we see who are the affected people, who are the target groups and things related. I think this point will be discussed later. But first we will identify the problem parties. So usually when we start deciding the proposal, we should decide who are the categories or the groups we will work with, who are the most affected, and then who could be responsible for usually it could be an identity like a group of people, or it could be an agency, for example. So usually we start drawing this. We have like the core of these circles, the affected people affected by the first responsible party, could be influenced or could be harmed or just neglected by one of these responsible parties. So we should write 1 or 2 or 3 responsible parties or identities. I'm sure it will not be really clear unless we do the practice part. So please give me a space and we will go to the practice and we could clarify and respond to all your questions. What we need now to talk about is that we will have just affected group or people, then we have responsible entities. So for example, if we are talking about education project, we will have the boys and girls at school age, usually are the affected group. And then we assume that family and community are one of the responsible entities. And then teachers, whether men or women teachers, and then the schools could be also the education system. So usually these are like kind of layers that are influencing the boys and girls and give them the space whether they could go to school or they could be prevented or just neglected, and they could just neglect their rights to go to school. So the same circles, we could do them differently. So usually once we start writing a proposal, the biggest or let's say the most difficult part is that selecting the target areas. It is usually the most difficult part, because it's easy to say that we will do this project, let's say in Jordan, or we could say let's say support women in Jordan or in Yemen, in Iraq, in Ukraine, in Romania, or anywhere. It's easy to select the country, but sometimes usually we need to select where exactly we are going to work within the country. So that's really important when we identify the target area. After that, we can identify the main problem, and then we do the analysis using the problems tree, collecting information and formulation of the need assessment paragraph. Sometimes the donors push us. Like, for example, sometimes the donors identify the target areas. So what we do is that we don't have an option. So we just select the same target group, target area, and then we start do the analysis and prepare for designing the project for same areas. If the donor didn't decide the target, or let's say the governorate or the I don't know what it's called.
District.
Maybe districts. Sometimes they say municipalities. So maybe districts, regions, whatever. We could select. Usually, the best way to select is the places we are really working in. So that's our recommendation when you have to select a target area. Don't select a very far place that you can't access or you can't implement the projects in these areas. So the best way is that you select the area that you are already working in, unless you are pushed by different factors, or maybe the donor, or maybe the government, or some partners that they push you to implement on different districts. Usually for each proposal, we have only one main problem, unless we have integrated projects. Sometimes we plan for projects that have, let's say, that have two problems. For example, they could solve education problem and also protection, or they could solve health and food security. In this time, two sectors, two programs, then it could be two different problems. But in general, all the proposals have only one problem. Identifying the problems using the problems tree. So usually this is something that helps us to just imagine how to do the analysis. So usually when we do the analysis, we imagine that we are having this problems tree. What we mean by problems tree is that every part of it is a problem. So for example, we have this let's see the trunk of the tree. So usually this one is the main problem. Then we have entities for the main roots, and we have the secondary roots will be the relevant and direct causes. While the mean roots are the entities responsible of the problem. And then we have the main problem. We have the branches, which are the effects on entities responsible of the problem. So for example, if we have 3 roots, then we will have 3 branches. And then we have leaves, which are the harms on the final beneficiaries or the target groups. And then we have the fruits, which is the impact on the whole society. Usually when we do the analysis, we don't draw the problem tree like this, but usually we do it like this. This is the best way to imagine how to draw the problems tree. So we have, this is the main problem, which was the trunk of the tree. Then we have the main roots or the primary roots. We have the first responsible entity, and then secondary roots. We have the causes that are linked to the responsible entity. Then we have the second responsible entity, same causes related, and then we have the third responsible entity, causes related. When we see this, we will have the effect on the third entity. Then we have effects on second responsible entity. Then we have first responsible entity. We will have the harms and then impact at the level of the whole society. So this is only harms on our target group, but when we see impact, it means that the impact will go to everyone within the society. I'm sure now it's not really clear for everyone. I think if anyone is able to ask at this time, please ask. We can discuss. Like for example, if you don't understand why this is linked to this, or why this is not linked to 2 of them, or maybe linked to the 3 of them, you could ask. I will give just one example, and then we go to practice. So just give me 5 minutes, then we move to the practice part or the practical part. You see here that we will discuss this. For example, if we are having the education proposal, usually we use education because it's the most obvious, the most direct and easy to understand problem or problems tree. So usually if we are talking about our target groups are boys and girls at school age, from 6 to 18 years old, and conflict affected areas of alpha land and beta land. This is just an example. So it was low access or difficult access to high quality education during the school year of 2021. This was the main problem. And then the responsible entities were teachers, schools, and family and community. We think that family and community, schools and teachers, if improved, they will affect and they will improve education. And then if they are not active and if there are problems related to them, then the children will not be able to get high quality education. They might not get education at all. So for example, when we go to family and community, we will see that there is a lack of awareness about education or about the importance of education as a human right. Also, there could be like the family is unable to provide school supplies. So as you notice here, we didn't see that family is poor. We see family is unable to provide school supplies. Or community is not addressing the students' dropouts. So for example, if there are children within the community dropped out from school, no one in the community is doing any action. They just neglect. And sometimes we don't have active advocates, like no religious leaders, no community leaders, no let's say official leaders, no youth, no active, let's say volunteers who could act and try to help these children to go back to school. So usually when these all, this is a problem, this is another problem, this is another problem, and we could list a lot of problems related to family and community. And then if we go to the effects, we will notice that if the awareness is low, within the families and communities, and the community is not making any action, family is not able to provide school supplies, we will end up having like a number of parents. This number could be different from each community. In general, we will have parents are not supportive of the education of their children. So that's what we will end up in, like no support. Parents are not supportive and are not able to provide the support needed for children to get to school. While if we discuss about the schools and analyze it, there could be lack of classrooms, there could be lack of students' desks and furniture. It could be lack of school recreational materials that make school more interesting for children. So there is no, let's say, no time for the children to play, no tools, nothing that attract children to stay in schools. Sometimes no adequate water and sanitation facilities in schools. This is also affecting some group of children. Sometimes, especially maybe girls at school age, they could be drop out because of this. So having all these problems in the schools will lead to an effect. So for example, after we asked about how many schools affected, we found out that there were 14 schools lack classrooms, furniture, supplies to provide child-friendly environment. So these problems make the school not friendly enough to attract children. While the teachers could be men or women teachers, there could be lack of qualified staff for scientific subjects. There could be like teaching methods used by these teachers is old technique or methods, leading to like making these their way of teaching or methods of teaching is not interactive and boring. Sometimes teachers are using violent practices in the classrooms, such as let's say punishments, could be by verbal abuse. There could be also some lack of teachers' kits and tools that the teachers need to use so that they make teaching more interactive and more useful and easy to understand. Usually, once we have all these problems, we ended up having more than 124 teachers in the targeted areas with low capacity and unable to provide interactive learning methodologies. So once we see the teachers have low capacity and boring, they could be also using violence. Teachers is not friendly, child friendly. Parents are not aware and supportive. We will end up having this number, let's say, or any number of boys and girls at school age. They could be dropped out of schools, maybe from primary or secondary schools. If this is going to continue for many years, we will end up having illiteracy spread in the community, and services will also be very weak. Let's say we will not have service providers in the community because we cannot hire people from other communities if our children are not going to study and then they become service providers in the same community. So that's the way. I hope you could focus on the different parts. I will stop here. We will not go to all the parts of the presentation. We will go through it tomorrow. And now we will move to the practical part. Let me see if any one of you has a question. I opened the chat. Thank you, Najwa. I'm happy to see you also with us in this training. I'm happy to see many of you. So yes, great. Many of you I already know before. Yes, we have someone who raised. Let me see who raised the hands. Yes, Najwa. Yeah, you could ask, please.
Thank you, Dr. Adil, for your fruitful explanations. I am wondering about the numbers that are showing in front of me now in the screen. Example, if I will just point out to number 14, the school lack classroom furnitures. I'm not sure about these numbers. Am I going to write them relying on the some resources, or I need to depend on the need assessment?
Yes, great question. Usually, once we do the analysis, we don't mention number for the first time, and then we do. Let's say not all the proposals need like that. You visit the target areas, you collect the data, you meet people. Not all the proposals is need like not all the donors need this at this. Let's say once you apply. So usually what you do is that you could call, you could collect the data by meeting some people only, maybe just by the phone. Sometimes you just do one interview with the decision makers, and then you collect the most accurate data that you could reach out to. But in general, you should have numbers. So the more you have numbers, the more you could design the activities, and you could have a very specific budget. Without these numbers, you don't know how much money you would need. For example, when we talk about 14 schools, then we will know exactly what type of, let's say, rehabilitation or furniture we will provide, and then we could have the budget. The same for the teachers if we are going to train them. The same for parents and community members if we are going to do awareness sessions. The more we know the numbers, the more it helps in designing the proposal in the best way. But in general, yeah, we start without numbers, and then we collect the data after we do the analysis. Thank you so much. Any more questions before we start working together on one of the proposals? Yes, Mohammed.
Hello, Dr. Adil. This is Bilal Hassan. First, I would like to thank you for this session. I'm very glad to see you. I'm very glad to see you again here in this session, since I have seen you in 2020, where I was in Kuala Lumpur. It was very great to take this session with you last year. And this is the second time I attend this, but it is in English now. So my question is about one point mentioned by you during your explanation in the first part, was about the targeted area, and it is very hard to choose this. And I would like to know now, the question is, what is the norms that we can depend on to choose the targeted area when we are writing the proposal?
Yes, at first, we should have as organizations a strategy that identifies where we should work. This is usually the best thing to do, is that you already identified the strategic areas for your NGOs and which areas you want to work during the next 5 years. And every time you design a proposal, you select the same areas or part of them, not all the areas. You could have many areas. Then you select the most easy to access area. As I mentioned, the strategy, if you have strategic areas for the NGO, this is the best way to select the targeted area. If you don't have a strategic areas, then you ask about the other projects your NGO is implementing. Then you select the same areas for the new project, especially if it's different sector. For example, if you have education project is implemented in Marib, let's say, and now you are planning for water sanitation hygiene project, then the best way is to go to the same area, because it will be easy for you to collect information, because you have your team in the areas. They could help you in collecting the need assessment. They help you to coordinate with the local authorities. They help you to do anything. So implementation would be much easier once you implement in the areas you are already there. Yes.
Thank you for this clarifying. One more point is, okay, what is the relationship between the cluster and the choosing of the targeted area? Is there any relationship?
For the humanitarian clusters, usually the clusters, I think we need to have like part of the next sessions. We will talk about the clusters and what they are for those who doesn't know or for those who don't know about them, in general, the clusters are controlling only the funds that are coming from the, let's say, from OCHA, or sometimes they could have influence on some funding related to UN agencies. But all the funds that is coming from the different donors is not controlled and decided by the clusters. So usually you have the freedom to select the area you want to work in. Just to highlight this, so clusters are not the ones who select the targeted areas for every donor. I hope it's clear now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adel. It was very clear, and I hope other people get clarifying about the points. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So let me see who already added the proposal in portal, and then who is also ready, because we need to select one of the proposals added here. So let's see. Now we have only 2. Were you able to add your proposals? Because everyone should have write the name of the proposal. I will have to comment on everyone. So for example, now we have Muhammad. I think, I don't know if he's Muhammad himself added this this proposal, and then we have David added his proposal. I think before I go to before we go to practice the analysis, just to highlight, please add a proposal. If you are already added to the system, you could go to proposal and then add a new proposal. Let's hope we have more proposals here so that we can comment and we do the progress step by step. So let's see, life-saving health for people in acute needs and hard to reach. Should I comment on them just very quickly? I think this is very long name. I know we usually we develop proposals and have very long names, but this is a very long one. If we are in the training, the best way is that we should make it shorter, not more than 10 words, and then we should decide the target area, Sana Gavel rate. Okay. Should we do the analysis for this proposal or for this? For David, if I think the name of the proposal.
Let's do for the first one. Life-saving. Let's do for the first one.
Of course, we will do more. We will do analysis for more than one project. Okay, we could do analysis for all the projects, but we will just select one that we should just because now we have about 53 minutes, so we need to just select one to practice. I was just trying to comment on David proposal that the name of the proposal is not done. I mean, it needs a review because now it seems like an activity. So you already decided that you want to bring 500 laptop computers, and this is not enough for the name of the project. David, do you hear me?
I do, but I don't have an option. I don't know, for example, how to change it.
Yeah, I will help you. Just ask. Why do you want to give these laptop computers to Ukrainian and Romanian high school students? Okay, what do you want them to learn?
There are 2 different aspects. There are 2 different problems. There's the Ukrainian refugee problem, and there's the indigenous Romanian education of high school student problem. The Ukrainian problem is they do remote schooling with their computers in the language of Ukrainian through Kiev. The Romanian problem is a different thing. So do I drill that down already?
I will ask you, are they together in Romania? Are they all in Romania, or they are in different countries?
They are all in Romania.
Okay, and they are in the same community.
Yes, generally, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it could be the same. But what you need to do is that you just decide why. So, for example, you are bringing this to, for example, the project could be improve the access of Ukrainian and Romanian high school students to ICT, let's say, or to technology or whatever. So like the name of the project would be related to the objective. So it should answer why.
Okay, even though I won't get 600 computers and I won't get 400 computers, I am going to get 500 computers. I still will.
It will be just details. This info will be only detail within the activities and outcomes, but it doesn't need to be in the title.
I understand.
Okay, great. So let's see now if we want to design a really great project. We will maybe I'm very curious to start to do the analysis of this proposal of David one, and for provision of life saving we could do it tomorrow morning. What do you think?
Please.
Yeah, so let's agree. Today we will do this because it's different context. It will help us to think about it. Like, for example, for me, this one, I already know what should be done here. I need a challenging one. So, okay, let's start. Yeah, okay, let me open this Excel sheet and then we decide together about that. Yeah, so usually as we decided, no, now it's not shared, right? Okay, let me share the Excel. Yeah, so now we have the Excel sheet. As we talked, we have affected people, and then we have first identity, second identity, third identity. Once you design a project, then you need to have all the aspects. It's not just you solve very small part of the problem. So that's why we need to analyze and decide who are responsible identities or entities. Sorry. For example, in this project, I will go again just to copy. Okay, Ukrainian and Romanian high school students.
That's correct.
Okay, so I will. These are the affected groups that we want to improve something related to them. Now what we decided is just the group. Now let's say Ukrainian and Romanian high school students. Now we talk about technology, right? Is it related to computers, internet, and programs that could improve their? Could you just talk about it a little bit, David, so that we do the analysis in the right way?
What kind of information?
Like, for example, I am very curious, like why you are only focusing about, let's say, technology. Why you don't talk about education in general? Because let's say Ukrainian refugees, they might have difficulty to access education in general, or no, everything is solved. So now you are just focusing on technology.
The problem of education in Romania is very large. The resources that our facility has, our NGO has, is very limited. We're taking a very small bite out of a very big problem. We have the opportunity from a donor. I mean, there are, for example, 150,000 Ukrainians that are registered in Romania. More than 45% of them are not enrolled, Ukrainian children. Maybe 40,000 Ukrainian children are not participating in the school system. So there's going to be a significant gap. That's just the Ukrainian side. On the other side, on the Romanian side, there's about 450,000 school-age children, I'm guessing 450,000, but that's the latest result from a UNICEF report. So and then there's 50,000 children that are separated from their families due to poverty, abandonment, or some other, maybe violence. So education is a huge problem. ADRA Romania is, I think they're overwhelmed about the need.
Okay, but in general, sometimes these needs are there, but maybe your NGO is not really going to primary education. So now, for example, you might be interested to develop a proposal only for technology, right?
Yes, I want to. I feel that a lot of education is going into a more digital format, and computer skills are going to be define future opportunities. So I think it's important that children, or high school age children, have the opportunity to be exposed to the computer and internet and so forth.
Okay, so can we say Ukrainian and Romanian high school students, if we want to make it very clear, no access?
Yeah, I appreciate this. I feel I've been very vague.
No, it's fine. Yeah, that's why we do the analysis, because we want to think together as a group so that we enrich the discussion. That's fine. So low access of Ukrainian and Romanian high school students to can we see ICT, which is, I think ICT is like information communication.
Yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
Yeah, so maybe just like that.
Yes.
And so now it's very clear. Now we have affected group, both Ukrainian and Romanian high school. We don't talk about primary school. We don't talk about university students, just high school.
Should we mention a location?
Yeah, the more we identify the location, the more it becomes really clear.
I put it in the chat. It's in Bucharest and the
capital,
Muntenia region, which is around Bucharest.
Yeah, this is becoming really really clear. Low access of although now maybe I need to make it very clear to everyone. Are you all able to read? Yeah. So now it is becoming very specific. This is good. And now if we want to analyze the problem, of course we make it very specific, related to ICT. For everyone who doesn't know ICT, it's related to the access to computers, internet, applications, technology related to computers. So it's part of education, but this is very specific to related to technology. Okay, now who could be the responsible identities? Why they have low access? Because of whom? Because like from your perspective, is it related to like certain things? For example, let's say schools doesn't have enough infrastructure.
That's
or
correct.
ICT infrastructure.
That's correct. That's a major problem.
Okay, then we say that schools.
No infrastructure, no internet, not to.
Yeah, so at this level, what we need to just to know the location of the problem. So it's fine. We will go to details.
Yeah.
So now schools as part of the problem.
Yes.
Okay, let's assume that we have schools with ICT technology. All infrastructure is available, but still they don't get like to the service. What could be the reason?
Family, I don't know how to label it. Family
Maybe families they might not really encourage them to practice or
They
to
have different
use
priorities.
ICT.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, maybe we could consider families. Okay, the third party we will have
Ma'arif.
Yeah, you don't know.
Third
Nice.
party.
Maybe
another
ICT specialist, maybe.
Ah.
Or providers.
There's a lack of knowledgeable support. Yes.
Special. I wrote it in the. Okay.
That's getting much better, but they're away from Bucharest. It's a problem. It's not so much of a problem in Bucharest.
Yes. But still, as long as it's there, then we could use it.
All right.
Because it's not usually like you have to implement the same activity in all the targeted schools or in all the targeted areas. You could have different activities specific designed for the area.
I understand. Thank you.
Great. So now we decided the three most important parties. Of course, everyone is able to give your opinions. So if we are going on like different direction against what you were thinking, so just please interfere and give us your opinion.
Yes, please.
And also sometimes we could be okay, we could be correct, but still we might miss something. So for example, it shouldn't only be 3 parties, it could be 4 parties, it could be just 2 parties. Yes, Najwa?
Thinking about the identities that we can put here, and you just answer my question. It can be more than 4. Thank you.
Yeah, we can do more than more than 3 parts.